Hi, YouTube viewers. Welcome to your reading for this week of May 20th through May 26th. This is your weekly What You Need to Know reading, and so I invite you to stick around if you would like your guidance. The timestamps are always posted below in the description, as well as opportunities to work with me for other readings. So if you're interested in that information, please look below, and my email is there if you would like to book or if you have any questions. So right now this is going to be number 1, number 2, or number 3. So I invite you at this time to go ahead and take 3 deep breaths and then ask Spirit which message is for you. Where is your message? And you can choose based on the crystal. So here we have the rose quartz, here we have the citrine, and here we have the aventurine. You can choose based on that. You can choose based on the timestamps below. Or you can just let your intuition guide you to which card to pick. So go ahead and make your selection. If you need more time, please pause the video. And we shall begin. So I'm recording this video. It's actually Sunday night. I'm gonna have a busy tomorrow, so I wanted to go ahead and get the video done. I'm feeling a little zen and calm. I didn't do any makeup or anything for the video. I had my bonnet on. I tried to throw my little turban on to be somewhat video presentable, but nonetheless, I'm comfortable and I'm ready to do the reading. Let me actually get some lavender oil I got last night at this event that I may do a story time about because it's quite interesting, quite juicy. Gotta ask Spirit if I should do that. Tell y'all where I went and what I was doing. Oh, I smell it already. This is just inviting more calm. All right. So let's see what we have here for this week. I haven't looked at the cards, so I don't know what they are. Move 2 and 3 out of the way. Number 1, here we are. You have rose quartz. Okay, you have easy does it for this week. Some controlling people maybe. Stop trying so hard to control everything and all the doors will open for you. Stop trying so hard to control everything and all the doors will open for you. Hard. The word hard. You got easy, you got hard. And that's what's sticking out to me in this card for you, number ones. So maybe you feel as though things are hard right now. You're trying to figure it out. There's stress, there's chaos, there's a lot of energy coming in, and you're doing your best to work through it. But the piece that you need most, the thought that you have to grasp and understand this week is that though we have challenges, though we have things to work through, there's always spirit guiding us, protecting us, leading us, but we have to yield to that energy. That's what makes it easy. That's how we take a huge problem and break it down into simple, actionable steps, simple, actionable solutions. That's what spirit does for us. So as you can see in this card, there's these, what are these, dolphins? Yeah, these dolphins, and there's this big ocean, and it looks like a lot of chaos. But in the midst of that chaos, there's this beautiful... All right, so number one, I'm sorry I had to pause the video. But what I was saying is that there's this rainbow, and then there's this beautiful spirit here, you know, coming, like, embodied with this rainbow. In the midst of this chaos, in the midst of this is a problem. This is the thing that you're trying to control, the thing that you're up against. There's this beautiful spirit in the background, but spirit comes by way of you yielding to it, by way of you surrendering to it. When the video was paused, I was trying to delete some storage on my phone. Is it going? Yeah. I went ahead and pulled what is this thing that you're trying to control, and you got the Ace of Cups. This is emotion. So there's something emotional that you're trying to control. This is a relationship. For some of you, you're in a relationship and you're trying to control the other person in terms of where the relationship is going. For others of you, you're trying to control your own emotions in regards to a relationship. So for a lot of you, you're fighting against truth. Let's see, what else do we have here? We have people in a relationship trying to control the pace, the experience, the other person. And here's the thing, like we all have our values, we all have our own opinions. And so, especially if the relationship is somewhat new for some of you, and you have like little small petty arguments, everybody is not going to see things the way that you do. There has to be communication and respect across the board for other people's viewpoints. So you need to cultivate that sort of experience. And then for others of you who are in relationships, whether it's new or old, if you are in a place where it's difficult to communicate, or there's just problems, there's a bit of chaos in a relationship, yield to spirit to help you harmonize. If this is something that you want, ask spirit to assist you in that process so that there can be clear and better communication. And then for others of you who may not be in a relationship, but there is this opportunity for something new, because you got this Ace of Cups. This is about new beginnings, new relationship. But there's something you're fighting against. This could be something from the past. This can just be fear of this new thing. And, you know, it may have sort of came to you by surprise. And it wasn't within your control. Your feelings may have started to come fast, and it wasn't necessarily planned out. So now you're kind of running away. But you need to ask spirit to help you through that fear, help you through that anxiety, so that you can experience this new goodness that is present for you in your life at this time. And then I pull any additional messages for you, and you got the Priestess card, which is about intuition. This is like all knowing. This is that thought, that knowing that all of the answers are already within you. So as this priestess has done, this priestess is in this sacred space with this ball of knowledge, going within to receive answers, going within to find peace and serenity and calm, so that you can then go back out and face this, whatever it is that you're facing. And so it's a message for you. It's symbolic for you to always go within to find that level of serenity, that level of calm, that connection, that oneness with self. And when you connect in that way, you're really connecting with everything. When we connect with oneness, when we ground ourselves and when we center ourselves, we are then connected to oneness. And that is the peace of mind, the state of mind that you need to be in, so that you can embrace this new emotional journey. And when I say emotional journey, I don't mean in a negative way. I mean in the best possible way. That's what's on the horizon for you. But you can't do it with control. You got to yield to that rainbow. You got to yield to the beauty of the situation. Yeah. So that's what I have for you, number ones, for this week. Hopefully it resonates. Leave a comment below. Let me know how it goes. Please like, please subscribe. Refer a friend to the channel if these messages of the week have been helpful for you. Yeah, this is something new. It's a new relationship journey for a lot of you number ones, and you got to really use that intuition. Yeah. If you see the number 22 this week, or 2222, or even 1111, those are signs that your spirit guides and guardian angels are around you, supporting you through this at this time. Yep. All right, number ones. Well, number twos, while I magic. As you can see, it's another day. Started recording a video Sunday night. I ran out of storage. I was having issues with the storage, so I just had to wait until today. And here we are. So we'll just continue on. Good thing I hadn't started. I hadn't even flipped the card over for you guys for number two. So we will do so now. Happy Monday, number twos. So you have the citrine. And let's see what we have. Admit your true feelings to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. This is what the card says. Let me see. Let me tap in to see. What is this speaking for group number 2 for the week of May 20th through May 26th? I am hearing the word creative. I'm also hearing DIY. So like do-it-yourself type of activity, so you can use your creativity in that way. Because some of you are creatives, you are builders, if you will. And sometimes when we have goals and things that we're trying to accomplish, we can we hinder ourselves because we feel as though all of the dots need to be connected in a particular way. So say for instance YouTube. Like right now, I need better equipment. I need a different camera so that the video isn't shaky when I show you card 1, 2, and 3. And so that I can have it set up a bit differently. There are other things that I would like. I would like more card decks. I would like more crystals and things of that nature. So I could allow those things to stop me from putting videos on YouTube. I could say, oh, I'm not ready. Or I can DIY it as I have done and set my camera up the way that it is set up now and allow it to be shaky in the beginning because I'm holding it with my hands, right? Because at the end of the day, the message is still getting across. I have crystals that I utilize, and I have card decks that I utilize. So you have to get into that space of getting out of your head with what you don't have and pick up on the resources that you do have and use those in a creative way to bring about what you want, and then allow the universe to meet you where you are with expanding that, with scaling that. So you got to be honest with your goals. Are you going to take the next steps? Are you going to start from where you are and begin, or are you going to continue to say, well, I have to wait until? Because if you wait until, you're going to always be waiting until, because my friend, let me tell you, there is no perfect moment. And this can apply to many different situations, so allow it to resonate with you the way that it is supposed to. Because even if you're in a relationship, you can be resistant to change or resistant to the truth about what is going on. And there are some things that you need to do and break free from. And I feel like some of you are saying, if one more bad thing happens, or give me a sign that this person isn't for me. things of that nature. And so you got to apply the DIY method to that situation too. You don't need the one more thing. Do it yourself. Make the decision yourself, because you already know in your heart what to do. So don't allow yourself to be comfortable in misery, waiting for one more sign of misery. Then you end up hurting yourselves, and then you're feeling guilty for doing it, but you're also placing blame on the other person because you stuck it out and now you're hurt. Man, life is really about balance. Anytime that because this card says only you know what it is that you truly desire. If your actions and your situation and your experience is not related to your desires, you're living a different kind of life. And Faries, are there any additional messages for number 2s? Wow. What the? 3 cards came out. They're all major arcana cards. Look at this. The Magician, the Emperor, and the Fool. Are you kidding me? This is that DIY energy. It's something magical when you think about DIY projects in a more creative way, like I was just talking about last night when I started the video, I was talking about how I may tell you guys about an event that I went to. But a part of the event, there was this DIY table, and at the DIY table we had the chance to make these flower crowns for our head, or you can make a bracelet. And this fairy has that on, so it's so crazy, it's so trippy how that happens as I'm talking about DIY, and that was something that I did Saturday. But with DIY projects, like I was saying, there are more creative aspects to that, such as making things like this and making paintings and decorating your room, with DIY methods, things. It can even be as simple as that. And I feel like with this Magician card, it's just alluding to this do-it-yourself energy, and whatever and however it applies for you. So you see all of these cards. This magician is juggling in a very creative way, and he's masterful. So you can be a master at anything if you could put the effort towards it. And again, it does not have to be in a perfect, or what you perceive to be a perfect space, in order for you to step into it and get moving on it. So you have to embrace this magician energy. And you got this Fool card, which is the perfect pair with the Magician card, because the Fool is so courageous. It's so about starting new journeys and just branching out without knowing all of the hows. So the Fool is quote unquote foolish in the sense that he's willing to try something without knowing the full outcome, without having all of the dots lined up, without having the perfect scenario, if you will. And that's what you guys are waiting on, and it doesn't come that way. It comes when you make the courageous step to move forward and allow the universe to meet you where you are. and then receiving downloads and inspiration. That's where this emperor comes in at, to take the time to take that inspired action. I've taken step one. Let me pause. Let me go in. Let me reflect. Let me meditate. Let me journal to figure out step two. All right, now I'm taking action like the emperor. I'm taking action. I'm taking step two. All right, I took step two. Let me pause. Let me think. Let me process. Let me receive information. Okay, now I'm taking step three. Before you know it, the project is complete. Even if this applies to relationships, but for a lot of you, this is about business and career and finance. So there's a new journey. Because you're tired. A lot of you number twos are tired of the same old, and you're wanting something new. But you just got to have the courage. You got to have that bravery. You got to be a little bit foolish in your attempt. And you will, as you do that, you will develop the strategy necessary as you continue to move forward, like the emperor. You'll develop strategy, but it starts out with this bravery and this do-it-yourself attitude. Right? Right. Okay, number two. That's all I have for you for this week. Let me know if that resonates. Leave a comment below. And like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Okay. Number threes. As you can see, number threes, it's a different day. I started the video Sunday night. I did not get to finish it because I had storage issues. So it's a different day. It's Monday. Happy Monday. I have not flipped your card over. I don't know what it is. We'll see together. You have the Adventuring Crystal, which is a crystal that represents prosperity and luck and fortune. We have Winter for you. Number threes. The answer to your prayers and affirmations are fully realized in the winter months. What is the speaker for number three this week, Fairies? A couple of things I'm hearing. Be different. You are different. Embrace your unicorn like nature. Number threes, what is it? What is it that you are contemplating so heavily on? Because for a lot of you number threes, you need to be more bold. The answer to your prayers is in your unique nature. I said that already. Your unique personality, your unique spirit, your unique way of being. And I feel like for a lot of you, you have lived a life of molding to society or even family or traditions. And you want to break free from that. But you have to fully embrace who you are. And that could be sometimes easier said than done. But with that, process what that means to you. Write down on a piece of paper, who am I? And let the words flow. Inner work is not this rocket science, very complex mathematical problem. It is really simple. Inner work. Inner work is meditation. It is journaling. It is affirmations. It is healing exercises. It is full moon rituals and new moon rituals and releasing ceremonies and candles and incense and creating sacred spaces and connecting to spirit and calling on your ancestors and receiving those downloads. Healing your heart, doing heart chakra meditations. So if you take the time to get to know who you really are in your own unique way, you will be on a much quicker path to manifesting what it is that you're praying about and contemplating. It says the answer to your prayers and affirmations are fully realized in the winter months. But for you specifically, number 3 is what I'm being drawn to more so than end of the year is this unicorn, which is a symbol of uniqueness and individuality, boldness. And that is what the card is speaking to you more so than the end of the year. It's speaking to you about stepping into your boldness to bring about what it is that you desire. It's the only way. That's the way for you. So how can you be more bold this week in your pursuits? How can you show up in your unique way this week? Fairies. You got the Emperor, same as number 2s. Any additional messages to number 3? Six of Cups. Again, contemplating. There's a time for reflection. There's a time for understanding. Again, is this light on? There's a time for understanding who you are. And there's a time for action and strategy. Right? To move from here to here requires for you your own unique individuality, your own unique taste. You do not need validation from other people. If God has given you a desire that is on your heart, you don't need permission. You do not need permission from any one person. You only need permission from yourself. So this week, strategize ways in which you can be more authentic in your unique personality, in your unique boldness, in your unique creativity, and your unique power. And it can be something as simple as the way that you dress. To just get into the energy of the thing, dress how you really feel this week. If you really been wanting to change your hair, you really been wanting to dye your hair, even if you're a man, be you. Express your boldness. Express your uniqueness. If you know you're not a traditional 9-to-5 person and you really want to go into entrepreneurship, you got to take that bold choice. And you don't need your mom's permission. You don't need your daddy's permission. You don't need your spouse. Well, if you're married, I mean, there's a conversation, you know, that you need to be on the same page. But you don't need permission to be the you who you know you are to be. One second. Yep, follow your intuitive guidance. Yeah, because winter also symbolizes completion. I talk about that a lot. It ain't no way in the world you can complete any one idea or project without showing up for it. And you show up for it to complete it with this energy. The truth of who you are. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense for you guys. I know I'm talking a bit slow. But I think it's the lavender oil that's giving me this sense of calm. But nonetheless, you get the picture. How can you be more bold this week? Start to think about that, strategize that, implement ways, figure out who you really are. Do that journaling experience. So you can really get on with living your life, man. Anyway, I digress. Leave a comment if that resonates with you. And please subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And like the video and share it out if you feel inclined to do so. I would greatly appreciate it. I'll be back this week with another reading. I'm not gonna say what it is yet because I haven't made up my mind. I have a couple of options, so it'll be something pretty cool. And of course, next week I'll be back with the next weekly reading. Other than that, if you would like to book another one of my services, a personal one-on-one reading, please see the information below in the description box. Thank you for tuning in this week. Bye-bye.